Good evening, everyone. How are we tonight? We are playing some American Truck Simulator. Hold on, I gotta just change a quick setting here. Otherwise, something will be eating my bandwidth, and I don't want that. So, how is everyone tonight? Doing well, I hope. Let's get this mother trucking show on the road. All right, what's the problem? Mm, the latest save contains dependencies on a missing or disabled mod. Ooh. Really? What mod? Well, that's never good. Mod manager. Um, I just updated Pro Mods, and all four of those files are there. But it's still looking at the old versions in my mods list. Ooh, okay, Cheetah chassis, 53 foot. I didn't even see that one in here having a problem. Yeah, the 50s Fruhoff tanker from Duel is no longer a good mod. Well, that's unfortunate because I don't even see that mod in here. I don't know what could have happened there, but we'll just take it out for now. I'm pretty sure I wasn't using it anyway. Confirm changes on the mod browser. Everything looked good to me. All my trucks are there. Really? The plan, Richard, is to drive, drive, drive. And hopefully, knock on wood, not get into any accidents tonight. We'll see how well that goes. Um, Continue. Cool. Um, Wonderful. So, if we hit the old job market. Ooh, where's my trailer? Trailer manager? Um, where am I? In Denver. Okay. That's my trailer. Nice. Yes, I want to take the reefer trailer. Job market. The cargo market. So what are you going to do with your computer now, Richard? Well, if we're going to be hauling that load for Home Depot, we might as well haul it from FedEx rather than Walfart's. Okay. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. That goes all the way down to the border with Texas and Mexico. Going to Baja, Mexico. No, not really. 32,000. I guess we will take that as our job. I sure hope the air conditioning works in my truck. Ooh, my parking brake wasn't on by default. Naughty game. Really? We're tired? I fixed it. Ooh, what was that? We have an email. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, hold on. Richard, when you asked if my tractor was fixed, I took it to mean semi-tractor in the game. Based on Tintin's comment, did you actually mean my real tractor? Because to that, the answer is no. It definitely needs rings and a new piston. It smokes a lot less now that it's not super overfilled with oil, but still smokes. And no, Tintin, I'm not mowing with it. We have a small problem there. The mower deck is seized up. There's one pulley on it with a very bad bearing. Well, thankfully they're available. I don't want to manage the garage. I want to sleep. What is the key for sleep? I don't remember. Yeah, it's an engine rebuild, but I can get piston rings, a new connecting rod, a full gasket set, not just a head gasket. I can get the full gasket set, which is awesome. And I can get it all for about 150 bucks, 160, something like that. I have to back up off of the box to sleep, don't I? That's the problem with the whole thing. Because I was on that icon. Or can I not sleep at this garage? I mean, I should be able to, right? I mean, the engine runs really good, so I'm not too worried about any of the components. It probably doesn't even really need a piston. It's got some carbon deposits and scoring on the top, but I could probably just clean it up and use it and just get new rings. But I figure if I'm in there, I might as well just do rings, piston, conrod, the whole 9 yards. So I only have to take it apart once. I'm going to use it to till, even with it burning oil and smoking. I have to get the garden in. I've already lost about a half dozen plants because I haven't been able to get them in the ground. So it's going to do the tilling job before it gets torn down. No, I will not be growing weed. Weeds, maybe. Not willingly, but they do tend to pop up everywhere. Tomatoes, potatoes, green beans, cabbage, lettuce, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, radishes, the kind you eat, strawberries, although those won't be in the main garden, corn, and sunflowers. Hello, kid. Yeah, Richard, small garden stuff. I'll have a pretty good plot of corn for just 2 people, with a total of 12 plants in a 3x4 grid for pollination purposes. And I think I got 15 sunflowers that managed to take off. out of my seedlings. I'm pretty impressed with that. I've never grown sunflowers for anything other than decoration before. This time we're going to harvest the seeds and dry them. Oh boy. Already, Alexander? It's not even 8 o'clock, sir. You cannot possibly need to go out again already. Yeah, that's right. Chase your tail. Get your tail. Get your tail, you big old moose. Get that tail. Get it. Get your tail. No, don't swat at me. Get your tail. He's like, whatever, Dad. No, not tired. I love cornbread, sir. Cargo market. And we wanted this guy. Nice and expensive load. Take job. Whoops, got the curb. A little bit. I've never made cornmeal before, but I might try it. Normally we just buy cornmeal and use our corn to have corn on the cob. I am good. How are you, sir? Lots of room. Still lots of room. Well, of course I have, just not today. I hardly ever play Farm Sim on Mondays. I have not, and I have no interest in it. I've heard nothing but problems with that map. Would help if I turned my lights on, wouldn't it? Yeah, I have heard so many problems with that map. Nice sign right in the way. How am I supposed to see to safely get out of here? Oh! And that's the problem right there. And now we got somebody coming from the other way. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I gotta go, go, go. Come on. I got my nose in the road already. Come on, copper. Trying to catch me doing something wrong? It's a PC-only map, I'm pretty sure. Damn it, Elgin, don't throw your tire at me. Whoa! Almost hit the other dog. Well, that's a lot of traffic, so that's a good time for me to bring a window back up that I accidentally minimized. English, Dylan. English. Do you speak it? Not well, apparently. Oop, left my signal on. Looking at the dog and realized I left my signal on that. Whoopsie. Oh, that... Oh! Jerkwad. I could have blown right through that yellow light if that guy hadn't encroached into my lane. So the map is on console too? I didn't know that. I thought it was a PC-only map. From what Tintin was saying, Greenlands isn't a great map either. It also has quite a few problems. So if you're going to do a map like that, you might as well do the one of the two from Alien Gym. Alright, we need to find a sleeping spot. And the one at our home base isn't working. I use a steering wheel. And then this is right here is the I use the stick on the heavy equipment side panel or the mouse. The mouse moves it a little bit faster but less precise. Not less precise, but less smooth, more jerky. It can be more precise, but not as smooth. I just tend to get sidetracked looking at the dog or something, and my driving goes to hell in a handbasket. Alright, kid, we'll catch you later. Yes, thank you, game. There's a place to sleep coming up just down the road. Well, let's be honest here. What's more important, the game or that guy? No, no tire, sir. No tire. Then Dad will really drive bad. Did you just throw that at me again? You're a shit. I can't find that. Seriously, I thought there was a... Oh yeah. My own garage. But I already missed the exit. Well, poo. That's alright. There's a big truck stop here at the next one. Ooh, and we better go over here while we're at it, eh? Oh, you tried catching it in midair and tried breaking Dad's stuff, didn't you? Darn dog. I don't think the camera caught that, but he bipped it in midair with his nose trying to catch it. Sent it spiraling off into some of my stuff. Get on the bed. Really, cars? You better get on it. Idiots. Don't they know I can't drive that slow? Get your nose back. Stop it. Darn dog. Trying to lick my hand while I'm trying to check the mirror. Nice John Deere dealership right there. Hey Tintin, check this out. They got the realism going. Truck drivers just parking wherever the hell they feel like it. I don't know what it's like for you guys in Canada, but here in the States, trucks start parking. If you're not parked by 4:30 in the afternoon, you probably aren't getting a spot because they all end up full. Can I just pull around and pull right into one of those? That'll work for me, rather than backing up. Yeah, that's why I ran 2 a.m. to 4 p.m. for my 14-hour day when I was driving, so that I could get a good spot to park. Look at that. We have daylight. Yeah, it sucked. Believe me. Not been able to run the most beneficial hours for whatever job I was on. Roadside what? I mean, we had rest areas too, not just truck stops. Yeah, we have those too. And they would all be full by 4:30 in the heavily trafficked areas. Like on interstates 80, 65, 75, I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head right now that were really bad. And I just realized why the map was being funky. Are you broke down, guy? You're like nowhere near the corner. Are you okay? Hey, Baldy, are you okay? I think he's having a seizure. I mean, he's got a cop right behind him, so he ain't gonna sit there long. Nope, we can't do that here. You do that here, you risk getting a ticket. Same thing for sleeping on ramps and off ramps, which a lot of drivers do it, but you can get a ticket for it. Most cops aren't that big of jackasses, but all it takes is coming across the wrong one, and you're having a bad day. we also, our scale houses, most of them have parking where you can also sleep. But in some states, if you wake up and try to start your day and the scale is operational, they will make you scale before you're allowed to leave, just to try to bust you. And in other states, they will see you getting up and getting around and ready to go, and they'll come out and do an inspection on you. It's like, seriously, you're a jackass. I'm sleeping like I'm supposed to. I'm following all the resting rules, and you're going to harass me for it. And so drivers don't want to sleep in the... Stop it. They don't want to sleep in the scale houses because they don't want to risk it. I don't know what ANPR is. Oh, I'm not saying impeding or blocking traffic, Tintin. When I'm talking about parking on the on-ramps and off-ramps, I mean on the shoulder of them. They're out of the way of traffic. Don't you? Oh. Wow. Actually, I might even be able to show you what I mean with this on-ramp. We'll see how bad the guardrail is. Because, you know, this stupid game thinks there's a guardrail on every single on-ramp. Oh, they don't say recognize, they say reader here. And yes, that is definitely a thing here in the States. Not all police departments have it, but a lot of them do. You stop that, sir. Mama was right about you, nasty boy. You're doing that a lot lately. Perfect. This is actually a realistic on-ramp. So if I was to pull off just like this on an on-ramp to take my sleep or even my 30-minute break, I could get a ticket in the US of A. I am completely off the road, significantly off the road, perfectly safe, and they'll give you a ticket here. If the cop is a dick. I mean, like I say, Tintin, you're not supposed to do it here. But, same thing right here. You were saying you guys could pull over on the shoulder. If I was to pull over on the shoulder right here. Okay? Again, completely off the road. Take my break? Nope. Get a ticket. Unless I'm broke down, I'm not supposed to be here. If I'm broke down, I better have my four-ways on, as long as I have power. Oh, look at that bus. Well, I thought he was going to let me out. Jerk. Four-ways on if they have power. And And my red warning triangle's set out if, regardless. Right, but you get what I mean. That was a contrived example because there was room there. There's no room right here because of the cement wall. Like right there, under that. Even if I was to back into that sandy area, under the overpass, and be way the hell off the freeway, nope, still get a ticket. It's not a designated area. There's just nowhere that the cops, that the law, not the cops are usually, like I say, really cool about it if you absolutely have to park somewhere that you're not technically supposed to get your rest, because you're not allowed to drive with over your hours either, and the computer records it if you do, and then you get in trouble for that. Oh crap, Richard did remind me about my loan. I need to take care of that. There's nowhere to park other than designated rest areas, truck stops, and any of your businesses that you deliver or pick up from that allow you to sleep in their lot. And of course any private property where you have permission to do so. Which Walmart used to allow drivers to sleep in their parking lots, but too many of the frickin' drivers abused it. And this is gonna sound racist, but it's not. I promise you it's not. Well, you can't do that anymore. It's all electronic logs unless you're driving a really old truck. But a lot of the Middle Eastern, and I don't know what countries they're from, but a lot of the Middle Eastern drivers will not go into a public restroom to do their business. So they won't go to the bathroom at a truck stop. They won't go to the bathroom at Walmart, you know. So what they would do is they would crap on the ground in the truck stops. They'd climb under their trailers and stuff and do their poo there. And so they are the real reason that Walmarts, in general, stopped allowing drivers to sleep in their lots overnight. And that comes straight from the mouth of a Walmart manager that I asked for permission to sleep in his lot. And he told me that he's really not supposed to and told me why. And I said, look, man, please, can you make an exception? Because I've got 15 minutes left on my time, and there's nowhere else for me to go within 15 minutes. And he was really awesome and let me crash behind the store by their docks. And if anybody woke me up, I was to say, I've got a meeting with him in the morning for a delivery. Just to get away with it. And that was really awesome. And I'm not going to name names or location or anything on where that happened. Because obviously I don't want to get the guy in trouble. He did me a solid. That was only one of 2 times while I was on the road that I struggled to find a spot to sleep. The other time was when I had to start my day really late. And so rather than being... Crap. Rather than being into a spot to sleep by 4:30, I was still on the road at 6:30 at night, and I found a rest area with 1 minute 38 seconds left on my drive clock. Ooh, getting airlifted out. That must have been a bad wreck. And yeah, I cheated. I did a no-no. Thanks, Chris. How's the madhouse this evening? Yeah, Tintin, it was lucky. If I had run out of time, you would have found me parked on an on-ramp and risking the ticket. I'm sore but well. Thank you, Chris. And yeah, Tintin, that was very lucky. The funny part is, everywhere I had passed was full. Got to that rest area. 2 parking spots left. I took one, and the guy right behind me took the other one, and we were full too. And there were several drivers that rolled in and rolled right back out because there was no room. And that happened to me basically in New York City. And I was not even ever supposed to go to New York City because I never signed the agreement with my company. But they got away with making me do it because they sent me through New York City, not into it. Which is a load of crap. Get a move on, station wagon. Get your old hunk of junk off the road. You know what, Tintin, I lied. There was a third time. There was a third time that I almost ran out of drive clock. Technically, I did. I'll explain in a minute. I was heading to the Love's truck stop in Lansing, Michigan to spend the night. And I had only a spare 15 minutes on my clock. Okay? So that's not a lot of time if something goes wrong, right? Something went wrong. Torrential downpour after I passed the truck stop previous to that. So I'd already passed the only other truck stop to stop at before getting to the Loves. Got caught in a torrential downpour where I had to slow down from 65 miles an hour to 30 in order to be able to see. Thankfully, it didn't last long, but it still slowed me down enough that it left me a few minutes short. However, there's a rest area just before Lansing that I made it to with like 2 or 3 minutes left on my clock. And then I put in, I signed out of driving mode, went into off-duty, and I forget what it's called right now, but there's an off-duty move that you can make, and you're only allowed to do it under certain circumstances. Heading home from your last job, if you take the truck home, is one of those circumstances. But another one is leaving your designated rest time parking space to go do laundry or take a shower. Well, I needed a shower, and the Loves was only 7 more miles away. Personal conveyance, that's what it's called. The off-duty driving mode. Shut up, Richard. So I put it into personal conveyance and went the extra 7 miles to the Loves with a note in the log saying that I was relocating to take a shower, which is perfectly legal. What you can't do is anything that advances your load. Now, technically, this did advance my load by 7 miles, but that's not enough to trigger getting into trouble because of the fact it was the closest shower available from my rest spot. It just happened to be in the same direction I needed to travel the next day. And that's the only time I really did anything even remotely shady while driving truck, because I'm just not that kind of the guy. But yeah, that was just pure bad luck to hit that stinking storm. I blame that one on the weatherman. The forecast for the day said light rain. That wasn't no stinking light rain. What the heck? Why did my cruise control turn off? That wasn't no stinking light rain. That was torrential downpour. There's a big difference between those two. Oh! Dog is throwing things at me again. That kind of hurt. It landed right on my pinky toe. Well, thankfully, Tintin, I worked with a company that very much promoted driver safety and adherence to the regulations and would not give you grief if you were late to an appointment for a pickup or delivery because you stopped for safety reasons. You could shut down at any time for any length of time for a safety reason, and the company would back you, which is not true of all trucking companies out there. That time in New York, though, that really had my nerves frayed. Bad traffic that I had to deal with, plus not able to find a sleeping spot. I think it was the 6th or 7th rest area that I checked when I found that spot. And if I hadn't have found a spot, I would have had to pull over on the shoulder of the road, let my company know what happened, and they would have sent a tow truck out to tow me to the nearest safe parking available, which could have cost the company thousands of dollars. So I was definitely sweating some bullets on that one. Alright, just a minute, Alexander. You're a good boy. Richard. I was not with one of the mega carriers at all, if you're trying to use nicknames for those. I avoided... See, I come from a truck driving family. Both my father and my mother's father were truck drivers, so I knew a lot about the industry before I got into it. So I knew to avoid all the big mega carriers like Swift, Knight, Prime, because they're all garbage. The place I went with is called Viria Trucking, and it is, whoa. They are based out of Marinette, Wisconsin. They have ugly, hideous yellow Freightliners for trucks, but oh, the Teamsters Union was pretty much busted up a long time ago. But now you're making me think of the old truck driving movie Fist. First International Semi-Truckers, I believe is what it stood for. And it had I'm blanking on his name right now. Good Lord. Guy who plays Rambo. Why can I not think of his freaking name? Stallone. It had Sylvester Stallone in it. It was an okay movie for its time. Maybe it was independent rather than international. I don't remember. What do you mean, where am I going? Southern New Mexico, remember? Ooh. Scared that little red car. IR jerk. Crikey. Uh-oh. I'm taking too long and I made a puppy mad. I kind of forgot about him needing to go outside. I better go do that. I shall return shortly, guys. Was it now, Richard? It's quite possible I missed a turn. Yeah, I don't know where else it would have sent me. Unless way back here it might have wanted me to go down this little stretch here on 84 over to, or across 40, down 54 for some stupid reason, and take 54 down, but that's a crappy way to go. The only time that I saw that my sat nav wanted me to go anywhere else was back here, or was it right here? Whichever one, by one of these exits when I decided to go off-roading down the median. We want to go to Albuquerque when we're done with this. Thought for sure that guy was just going to pull right out in front of me. So, I'm going to drive real bad for a second here, because I'm sliding over here to where I can reach across in front of the doggo cam, pull this box over here. This is some new eBay acquisitions. Oh, told you I was going to drive real bad. We have, in this box, a tripod. Crap. I just realized what half the problem is here. That was tilted way down. Alright, there. Back on driving now. This box is a tripod. That box in there is a camera. Woo! Almost wrecked that car coming up my side. And I got some... What the hell's this? Oh, that's unrelated. I got some extra memory cards too. Those are for when I'm working on the tractor in the future. Come on, come on. Oh, you jackwagon. Yeehaw! Off-roading it. Idiots. Don't get in my way. That was fun. Push that box back up there because the moose is hiding behind it. Where'd everybody go, man? Boy, the AI traffic today. The buses are going ultra slow. And even the regular cars are going pretty darn slow. I don't know what they did with this update that just came out a couple days ago, well, about a week ago now. But man, the AI traffic's worse than ever. Oh yes, an update on Demoose's leg. We had a vet appointment on Friday, and they said 2.5 more weeks. So, approximately the 15th, and then he can finally, knock on wood, if nothing has gone wrong, he'll be getting x-rays that day, and can finally have that stupid thing off of his leg. No worries, Tintin. I'm just weirded out because it currently says I have a single viewer. And I know for a fact that I have at least 3. But I've talked before about how YouTube is stupid. Well, I'm going to make it there before I have to rest again. But then I'm going to need to rest. Yep. The analytics will be correct, at least in the long run. If you're ever interested, look up videos on eventual consistency, because that's what YouTube uses. That's why it might tell me in one window that I have 1 like, in another window it might tell me I have 5 likes. Which one's correct? Well, possibly neither. I might possibly have 16 likes, but those particular clients don't know about all the likes. However, the analytics will, as all the various YouTube servers talk to each other and say, hey, I got a like from this guy, and the other server says, yeah, and I got a like from this guy, and they add them all together for the final analytics. It's still weird seeing only one person, though, when I know that I have 2 windows up watching it from 2 different accounts on 2 different machines, and you're in the chat talking to me. It's probably only counting you because my 2 accounts aren't chatting with me. Yes, I watch my own stream. Normally only with 1 account, though. Right now I'm just doing a test to see which computer I like watching myself on. Hence the 2nd account. Come on, big old long trailer. Creep in there. Oop. Rolled just a little too far. Do you now? I watch my own stream while I'm streaming, both because I give myself a watch credit that way, and so that I can see if there's anything wrong. Not that I always catch it. Like if I forget to come back from my away screen, half the time I don't catch it. One of you guys does. Oh, hell no. What is this garbage? Crap, and I can't even jigger around right there because that stupid Walmart shorty. Okay, let's not crash into the side of our trailer. Talk about putting the skills to the test today. Holy criminy. Alright. Doing a get out and look. What the... Whew. Okay, so if I keep nosing around, which I've got plenty of room to do, and then I'll have to back it in all the way down and blindside it around that Goliath trailer. Son of a monkey! I do not like this one. Whatever idiot put this fence row in here needs to send it out there another 30, 40 feet. There's no reason to have it that close and have no room. Okay. Well, we know what we've got to work with, boys. I don't want to swing around so far that I hit that other trailer. Okay, I wasn't close to it, but wasn't worth the risk. All right. I think I backed up too far. Crap. Do another get out and look. Oh, no. That's probably just about perfect, except I'm too far out. I need to cut that distance between me and that trailer in half. Alright, so we're going to pull forward and fix that. It looks a lot smaller in the mirror. Okay. Okay, I need to back up a bit more and then start cutting it in. That's why I'm doing what a real driver does. Get the frick out and look. Don't try to cowboy it. That's when accidents happen. Ah! Wrong button. Okay, I'm not bad, but man, they put that pallet stack right on the edge of my space, too. Dang. They really wanted this one to be hard. Oops, wrong shifter. And yeah, I'm probably going to get out and look like 1,000 times. I don't know what half of these cameras are. Where the heck is that? Whatever. This is really the only one that seems to matter. If I just keep cutting that in there for the moment, and then start getting back in front of it about the time my tires touch the yellow line, I should be able to wiggle this sucker in there. And now I've lost view of everything. This is where in the real world, I would set the parking brake, take it out of gear, and slide across into the passenger seat and get a look. Alright, I'm going to start cutting back in front of it now. Send it. Ha! Just feels off. Because it is. Ho ho. Yeah. That's close. I can't tell if I'm touching or not. We're just going to say not. Say that I'm about a foot away. I mean, not a foot, but an inch away. Hey, you told me to send it. No, no, no. No, I'm not touching. No damage. See, there's no damage there. That time I definitely touched. I felt the bump. Well, I just did $1,000+ worth of damage to that trailer. And who knows how much to my own. Let's just all admit I would never have gotten this in here in real life. Thankfully, this is a video game. On a what, Tintin? Was it actually in the road, or was it in a parking lot? Because I've seen one where a Swift trainee did that in a parking lot. He tore the tandems out of his trailer on 4 of them in a parking lot, while his instructor, a fat chick, was in the bunk sleeping. She wasn't even up there teaching him how to drive. Alexander, what are you doing? You distractible puppy. Okay, so I did about $10,000 worth of damage to the 2 trailers. Made contact with that other trailer 3 times. Yeah, I'm a complete failure. Nice. Um, hold on a hot second. Well, that first one, I definitely barely touched it. I probably dinged in the covering on the reefer, but that second one, I definitely tore the front corner of the trailer off. And then the third one, I ripped into the side of his trailer. Um, Interesting. I was trying to find the video of that with the Swift. Um, but I'm not finding it. It was on Bonehead Truckers, I'm sure of that much. I don't know if you've ever watched Bonehead Truckers.
He's still thinking about it. No, no, no.
Hold on. Let me mute that. Oh boy. He's got so many idiot Swift driver videos though. Wow. Well, I might have to give up here. Yeah, Bonehead Truckers is pretty funny. Why don't I try to search his channel for Swift? Wow, Swift has a lot of presence on his channel. Alright, I'm just sitting here scrolling through this, and you guys are just watching my truck. I'll quit here in a minute. I'd really like to find this one because it's funny. I wouldn't mind watching it again. Well, darn, I can't find it. And yeah, I was wondering when I watched your episode today how you were gonna place anything. But let's find out what we're doing in the game. No more of this silliness. Cargo market. We are here. We would like to go to Albuquerque if we can. Ah! No, 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 no. That is so not what I wanted to do. Albuquerque! And it's not even a bad paying job. Wait a minute. Did I just do a stupid? Yes, I did. Thank you, friends, for not saying anything. There's a better paying one than the one I was on. Nope, nope. Nope. Alright, so we're taking this one. It's a little bit, what will happen with a little thought processing? Getting your building on? I'm sure. I wouldn't want to be the one trying it, though. What is with all the constant view blocking? Well, don't squeeze it too hard. It might explode, my man. Then, other than a few people whose names shall remain unmentioned, we will miss you. Don't you do it! Idiots in cars, man. Idiots in cars. Can you guys see his face? I don't know how well his eyes are showing up, but hang on just a second. Let the Amazon driver go through. We'll play chicken with traffic. Cargo market. We are headed to Albuquerque. I love how it says head towards the green flag, but the flag is blue. Now what idiot what idiot parked the FedEx doubles right there? Jeepers, how the hell am I gonna make this corner? By jackknifing it, of course. Seems to be all this game wants me to do lately. Yeah. Come on, baby. Boy, that was a tight squeeze. Hold on. Forgot I had already shifted gears and I wanted to pull forward a little more. Spin those tandems right in place. And it's another tight fit, guys. It's all this game knows how to give me, it seems. Very much so, sir. Ooh, almost wiggled it in that time. Minor correction. Done. Alright. I'm going to expand. Do you guys see this? His eyes are slitted just a tiny bit, but that's actually not having, even though you can kind of see his eye a little bit because it's the lids are slitted, what you're actually looking at is the clear internal eyelid. It's what it really is when a dog looks like they're sleeping with their eyes open. They're not. It's their internal eyelid only is closed. They do it to make predators think that they're not sleeping. But his lip keeps twitching. Well, it was twitching. He kept twitching his lip. He was having a dream, but now he's not doing it, of course. We'll make him small again. But I definitely love my dog. Now you watch, the clearance at the Napa at the other end that I'm taking this to will be just as bad. Oh, speaking of kids, my pain in the butt daughter will be over tomorrow to get her oil changed, and by get her oil changed, I mean do her oil change while I stand there and watch to make sure that she doesn't do anything too stupid. Alright, why would I go left there and loop way around when I can just go through straight? Oh. Because it goes up and over. Alright. Really, dude? Really? Wow, AI drivers. Well, she's changed oil once already on my car. She has a Ford Ranger pickup. which will be easier because she won't have to get the car up on anything before she can get under it. But she doesn't have the proper oil filter wrench for her size of filter. And I don't have one right now either because I use the ones that are specific sized to your filter rather than the adjustable ones, because I don't like the slide band adjustables. I never have. So I might have to teach her the old stick a screwdriver through the oil filter trick to get the old oil filter back off. And since you only finger tighten the new one, don't need a wrench for that. But yeah, if you got to do the old screwdriver through the filter trick to get it off, you definitely get covered in oil. Well, the thing is, Tintin, we don't know who changed the oil on this truck last, because, you know, she hasn't changed the oil on it since she bought it, even though she's needed to, but she hasn't driven it much either. I dislike the strap wrench. Oh, look, a load of potatoes. So we don't know what the person who changed the oil last did. We don't know if the guy changed his own oil, if he had professionals do it. You know, that whole sort of unknowns. And maybe the reason that I don't like the strap wrench is because I've never used a good one. They've all been a pain in the butt and not worked right. Piles of garbage. So that kind of turned me off to them. But 99% of the time, I don't even need a wrench or anything to get the oil filter off. I can usually just manhandle and twist it and get it off. Because like you say, they're not supposed to be that tight. But I taught her, you know, to dip your finger in the oil and rub it on the seal of the oil filter. I do not pre-fill because pre-filling bypasses the filter. If you pour it straight into the filter doesn't work. So any contaminants that are already in the oil, which yes, there shouldn't be any, but any that are, go straight into your engine without being filtered out by the filter. If you do want to pre-filter, you put it in through the outside holes, not the center hole. That way the filter action actually happens. But it's not necessary. Your engine will survive 10 seconds without oil. Oops. Meant to increase my cruise control and accidentally turned on the signal. But yeah, we'll see how much she remembers of her one-time changing oil 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whenever it was. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Unless sludge comes out when we open the drain. Then I will have her do that. She won't like the expense, but it's better than blowing up your engine. I did have her get a new air filter too because, holy crap. We took the thing out after she bought the truck, and it was nasty. Oh man, it was nasty. It was beyond saving by blowing it out with an air gun. Which just tells me it's never been changed in the entire life of the truck. And it's from the 1990s. I think it's a 96. No, you're supposed to replace them every 15,000, I think it is. And I'm fairly certain that this one had never been replaced. Possibly never even blown out with an air gun. I don't always change my air filters every time I'm supposed to, because if I open it up and it's still fairly clean, I'll just blow it out with an air gun and run it double. Because why spend the money if it's really still fairly clean? Like winter driving. Winter atmosphere is usually very, very clean. Snowblowers don't even run an air filter because the environment that they're run in is so clean. Not even worried about into the cabin. I'm worried about what's going into the engine. Gross. She was not able to get the cabin air filter either because it's a separate filter. So she'll have to pick that up at a later date on Amazon or something. They don't stock it at our local stores. And if she's got to order one, why pay the store extra when she can get it on Amazon cheaper? Oh, that's awesome. The Napa's right next door to the place that I want to go. Beautiful. But we need sleep, so we're going to run right down there. Oh, well. I'll be around to make sure she does it right at least. And I can remind her of anything she's forgotten. also like checking the magnet on the oil plug to see if there's any debris, any little flakes of metal from her engine coming apart. All right. Really? Am I not going to get the sleep notification? Oh no, not another broken sleep spot. Always. If you see a rainbow in the oil, you got trouble. Well, now I'm getting it. Perfect. Somebody's awake again. Big stretch. Plop. Wow. Crazy drivers. Sure I did. I can see in my hood mirror. I double-checked my hood mirror. Just like I'm using it right now to make sure it's safe to get over. It's not how I do it in real life. In real life, I check all three mirrors, but in the game, I usually only check that hood mirror. la, check out that billboard. Doggone that girl in the picture on the billboard in the field near the big old highway. Right, I actually have to turn my character's head, whereas in real life you can just barely cock your head and look over with your eyes. And it's way faster than in the game. I don't know what you are talking about, sir. My eyes are firmly on the billboard. I mean, road. Sleepy-headed painter said the girl wasn't real, and I better get the fuck on the way. That's what the lyrics of that song are supposed to be. It's not what he says, because it's not wasn't allowed on the radio back then. But that's what those lyrics are supposed to be. Damn it, and I still forgot the stupid loan. Loan. Pay back the loan. Pay back the loan. I don't have enough to totally repay it. That's why I can't. Alright. Standing on the brakes. I'm close. Couple more jobs and we'll be able to pay it off. I'll be broke afterwards, but I'll be able to pay it off. Oh boy, we're gonna get a train. La-dee-da-dee-hoo. Yeah, only because I don't have a shifter. And I'm not farting around through gears without a shifter. I could use the paddle shifters on my wheel, but no. Do you want to buy me a shifter? Besides, I'm only licensed for an automatic. I am not licensed for a manual transmission. Yep. Something stupid that most of the states in the U.S. have started doing. If you don't take your road test in a manual transmission, you get a restriction on your license that you can only drive automatics. And it's a pain in the butt. You can retake your road test in a manual and get the restriction lifted, but the majority of the companies have gone to all automatics too. So I mean, I get it. Shifting a big rig is nothing like shifting a car. They are two different beasts by a long stretch. And I do not like this. So what I'm going to do, first go take a piss on that Ford trailer over there. Laugh at the fucked up building here. Wow. That looks like it's had a few run-ins with semis. Swift drivers. The hell am I hitting? Seriously, what am I hitting? I'm not touching that fence. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, crept by that. I was not even that close to the building, so it couldn't have been the building either. I purposefully turned early to avoid the building. Alright, they just do not have enough room. Get back in front of the trailer. Because the collision sticks out farther than the physical building? Like some farm sim crap? Or because people like me back into it because I'm about to, and I don't even care. Pull that sucker in as tight as I can. As tight as I can. Swing. And then swing. Plow into the fence. You cannot do this without blindsiding it. You literally cannot do this parking spot without blindsiding it in. And now I also can't turn a freaking round. Not easily, anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. But that's some bullshit. And the only place I can turn around is where I already did. Oh, I used satellite views of everywhere I went. Alright. Now I should be able to pull this thing around this corner. Beautiful. Then we gotta hug the corner. Or the wall, rather. Before we cut back the other way. Oh, I'm not gonna try to back it all the way across there. Why, when I can just drive around the building? I was just trying to get it maneuvered to where I could make that. Because they have that stupid trailer parked over there. At every Napa! Apparently. Okay, as long as I don't hit the cement. Hoorah! Alright, I think we found a winner. Am I on the cement? No. Yes. Alright, so that was almost perfect. Just need a little less cut. Yeah, yeah. I have never seen any place this tight in real life and this many blindside backs. This is bullshit. Not saying there aren't places that do that, but it is not so stinking common. And I never had to do a blindside back in real life. Never wanted to either. Blindsides are? Or insanely tight yards? Oh, thank goodness. Not this tight, though. Oh, man. The insanity. I would have refused to do it. I would have told him to kiss my rear end because, nope, not happening. I said forward. Thank you. I guess it was going forward. It felt weird for a minute, though. Well, that's screwed up. Blindside backing. I mean, I can see offset backing, which I did, just not on the blind side. We did offset on the driver's side. We did the straight back, the offset, and the 90. Also known as the alley dock. I passed all three with flying colors. It's way easier in real life than it is in this damn game. Sweet, I found another Peterbilt dealership. English is not my strong suit lately. Where does that go? Because it's not got red X's. I want to go down there just to find out. Oh, now it's got red X's. Damn, and they're right there. Okay, we won't go that way. Those appeared as if by magic. It is. Frustratingly so sometimes. It's a great game, but there's definite room for improvement. Hello, Nestle Tanker. Got some hot chocolate for me? Aw, sad. I wanted to haul something for John Deere. It's way faster with the mouse. See? But it's not smooth. It's difficult to be smooth. Yeah, ain't that the truth? I mean, this is plenty fast if I crank the stick all the way over. But I usually do it like this. I don't know why. Alright, anyway, I'm tired. And I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna call it quits here. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good evening, and I will see you on the next one.